Hey everyone! Today we're going to unpack a concept that is, no exaggeration, absolutely vital for our planet and our future. It's called sustainable development. And yeah, it sounds a little complex, but at its heart, it's a really simple, powerful idea that touches pretty much everything.
I mean, really think about that question for a second. This right here, this is the whole idea in a nutshell. It's the core challenge we all face, and sustainable development is basically humanity's best game plan for answering it. So let's dive in and see what that really means.
Okay, so to really get why this idea is so critical, we first have to get a clear picture of the problems it's trying to solve. Why do we need this change in the first place? Well, the pressures are mounting from all sides, on our planet, in our societies, and across our economies.
First up, the environmental strain. And look, the science on this is crystal clear. Groups like the UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, have been telling us for years that our planet's life support systems are under incredible stress. We're seeing it everywhere, right? From melting glaciers to losing the very resources we need to survive, like clean water and healthy soil.
Then you've got the human side of the crisis. According to organizations like the UN and the World Health Organization, we're talking about billions of people who are still facing these huge, fundamental challenges. Things like deep-rooted poverty, not being able to get basic health care or a decent education, and just widespread injustice. And these aren't separate problems. They're all tangled up with the health of our planet.
And finally, our economic system is showing some serious cracks. The old way of thinking about growth often just ignored the real environmental and social costs. But that creates massive instability down the line. Organizations like the World Bank are now saying, hey, this isn't just bad for the environment, it's bad for business. It makes our whole economy fragile.
So, with all of those pressures, what's the way forward? I know it can feel a little overwhelming, but this brings us to the core idea itself, a framework that's actually designed to tackle all of these problems at the same time.
At its very heart, sustainable development is all about one thing: interconnectedness. It's this fundamental recognition that you can't have a healthy economy without a healthy society, and you can't have either of those without a healthy planet. They aren't competing against each other. They're three parts of the exact same system.
This is it, the classic definition, laid out way back in 1987. What's so incredible about it is just how timeless and simple it is. This isn't about stopping progress or going backwards. It's about being smart, it's about being fair, and making sure that the choices we make today don't rob future generations of their own choices. So, okay, that's the big idea. But how does it actually work in practice? Well, the easiest way to understand it is by breaking it down into three essential parts, which people often call the three pillars.
And here they are: environmental, social, and economic. The whole goal isn't to just pick one and focus on it, it's to find that sweet spot, that balance where all three can thrive together. The best analogy I've heard is a three-legged stool. If you kick out any one of those legs, the whole thing comes crashing down.
So let's take the environmental pillar. This is the one most people think of first. It's all about protecting our natural world, shifting to clean energy, managing our water better, and protecting wildlife. And this isn't just some fantasy. Just look at Costa Rica. For several years running, they've generated over 98% of their electricity from renewable sources. It proves that this is absolutely possible on a national scale.
Then there's the social pillar. This one is all about people. It's about building societies that are fair and just, where everyone has a real shot at things like a great education, good healthcare, and basic human rights. A fantastic real-world example is Finland. Their commitment to public education has created one of the best and most equal school systems on the planet.
And finally, the economic pillar. This is about building a strong, resilient economy that's built to last. And again, this isn't about slowing growth, it's about smarter growth. It means investing in green tech, creating good, stable jobs, and rethinking waste. Germany, for instance, has become an economic powerhouse by leading the way in green industries, creating hundreds of thousands of jobs in the renewable energy sector alone. And this slide just nails why that balance is so critical. It's not optional. If you chase economic growth but trash the environment, you're heading for collapse. If you protect nature but ignore people's needs, you create deep injustice. Real, true success only happens when all three pillars are working together, supporting each other.
All right, so that's the theory, but how does this massive idea actually show up in the world we live in? Well, the cool thing is, it's happening at every single level, from huge international agreements right down to our own homes.
You can see it in cities that are investing in better public transit and more parks. You see it in businesses that are switching to more ethical and eco-friendly ways of working. We even do it ourselves when we cut down on food waste or just use less energy. And all of these efforts are guided by big picture frameworks like the UN's 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which give the whole world a shared roadmap.
Now we have to be realistic. This path is not easy. There are massive roadblocks, right? From political conflicts to huge economic inequalities. You have corporations focused only on the next quarter's profits. And we also have to talk about climate injustice. The fact that the countries who did the least to cause this problem are often the ones hit the hardest. Overcoming all that is a huge global challenge.
But despite those challenges, there are some serious reasons to be optimistic, especially when you look at the incredible tools we have now that we didn't have before.
Honestly, technology is a total game changer. Just look at the cost of renewable energy. It has absolutely plummeted, making solar and wind cheaper than fossil fuels in many places. At the same time, new tech in farming helps us grow more food with less water and waste. And tools like AI and big data, they're helping us plan smarter cities and predict disasters better than ever before.
So here's the bottom line, the most important takeaway from all of this. Sustainable development is not some fluffy, nice-to-have luxury. It is the most practical, intelligent path forward we have. It's backed by solid science, it's essential for a fair society, and frankly, it's the smartest way to build a strong and stable economy.
And that brings us right back to where we started. It all boils down to this simple but incredibly profound idea. It's about being innovative, being fair, and thinking ahead. It's about building a world where everyone can thrive, not just us, right now, but for all the generations that come after us.